Hello and welcome to the Philippines. I did some shopping at S&R, which is similar to Costco in the USA and around the world. And I'm going to compare some of the prices that I found here with some of the prices at Costco in the US as well as Walmart. I will do my best to compare apples with apples, even though I didn't buy any apples today. It is an interesting comparison. Start with Kirkland brand, Costco's brand of 100% Colombian coffee. Here at S&R in Cebu City, that cost me 799 pesos, or about $15.98. On Costco's website, it's listed at $9.99. So about $6 more expensive for that here in the Philippines. S&R occasionally has El Monterey Burritos. The beef, bean, and green chili burritos are 269 pesos per pack, or $5.38 here at S&R. And in I think Costco, I found it online for $2.98. So substantially more here in the Philippines, and very difficult to find. They're out of stock sometimes they have them. This large container of Arizona iced tea, green tea, lists for, it was 209 pesos, or $4.18 at S&R, and on the Costco website it lists for $2.78 versus $4.18 here. Fresh milk is very difficult to find in the Philippines. I think 90% of the milk that you find on the shelves, and it is not refrigerated, it is ultra high temperature treated and sits on the shelves, and you will find that it costs 70 to 80 pesos per container. I have been buying almond milk and oat milk and rice milk off and on over the years, and I buy this Kirkland brand usually, and it costs me for six boxes inside of that case, 649 pesos, which is $12.98. At Costco, it costs $8.79 versus $12.98 here. So about $4 higher here in the Philippines. I buy Bailey's cream liquor at S&R, 750 milliliter bottle, for 489 pesos, or $9.78. That same bottle costs almost $20 in the US, so Bailey's is much cheaper here. Although it seems to me, when I was in the US, I used to find the much larger bottle, 1.75 liter or whatever it was, at Costco in the US for about $20 also, which would bring it on par with what I'm paying here. And like all liquor, I use it for medicinal purposes only, just so nobody gets the wrong idea. I often eat granola cereal in the morning, and Quaker brand is one item that S&R often has, but occasionally they're out of. Last time I had to find Tesco, which I think is a British brand, in Metro store, I believe. And my cost for that is 339 pesos. It's a fairly large bag. Will last me a couple weeks at least. 678 or $6.78 US cents. I had a little bit difficulty finding a price in the US, but I believe I found it. And I believe it was at Costco, and I believe it's $9.29 there. So it is actually cheaper here by about $1.50 or so. And at Walmart, I believe it was about $12, so almost twice as high if I was comparing the exact same thing. Chili can be difficult to find in the Philippines or Cebu City. has been my experience and the experience of others. S&R had chili without beans for a long time, but many of us like beans with it. So this Hormel chili, they finally had some with beans today, so I picked up four. They were 129 pesos a piece, or $2.58 per can. And I think Walmart had the same thing listed for $1.98. So cheaper at Walmart in the USA for that. I usually buy a box of granola bars. They're good when you're in a hurry or to take along on a trip to snack on. And they were out with the kind I usually get, but kind of more of an oat bar. But they had these here. So these cost me, these Quaker granola bars, for I think 60 of them, 699 pesos, about 14 US dollars. Walmart lists almost the same thing. They've got 58 bars in a box like that for $11.28. So a little bit less. It comes out to about 20 cents per bar in the U.S. from Walmart versus 22 cents a bar at S&R. So really not that much difference when you come right down to it. I eat pretty healthy most of the time, and I just have done videos about making your own pickles and sauerkraut, but not always. I do imbibe in chips and dips occasionally, but not like I used to many, many years ago. Chips for me will last several weeks, once or twice a week. I'll dive into that and have just a handful. Anyway, the Doritos, this is a large bag, very large bag, 16 ounces, I believe, 230 pesos at S&R, or $4.60. Same thing listed at Walmart for $3.98, I believe. So about 60 cents difference there. This value size bag of prunes was about $9 in the U.S. and about almost $11 at S&R in Cebu City, so a couple dollars more for that. Something like this will last me probably 3 or even 4 months, just maybe a couple times a week, taking a few of them. So really the cost difference isn't that much long term. Carnation condensed milk was about $1 or 53 pesos in the Philippines, and it listed for 75 cents at Walmart, I believe. This brand of tuna in the Philippines will cost me 206 pesos or $4.12. Similar but a different brand, Starkiss, I think, at Walmart was $5.24. Here again, I've had a friend who has bought some of the Philippine canned tuna, and he says it looks different and it tastes different, and may well a little bit. Different fish, many different species of tuna, yellowfin, and many different types. And what they eat helps determine what they taste like, what they look like. These large cans of Kirkland chicken breast at S&R cost me 135 pesos or $2.70. And I plugged several different zip codes into Costco's website, and it kept giving me the statement that this item is not available for delivery. So you'd have to pick it up in the store. I have no idea what they cost there. They would not give me a price. This 18 pack of macaroni and cheese pouches cost me 384 pesos at S&R or $7.68. They're listed for $6.57 at Walmart online. Tiger Balm comes from Thailand, I think, which isn't very far from here. And that is a 2-pack, actually. It cost me 199 pesos or about $4 US. I think I found the same thing listed at a Walmart for about $9.69, so over twice as much in the U.S. for that. Never used it, not sure if it works or not. We'll find out. I did not buy this Bragg's apple cider vinegar today, but I want to give you some pricing information. I see it often. When I first came here, it was very difficult to find, but now I find it many places, stocked very heavily, and usually runs between 332 pesos on up to 375 pesos, something like that. 332 pesos, the low end would be $6.64. And that is the large, I think it's 32 ounce jar. So compare that with what you would pay in your own country. And it seems to be popular here. I see many Filipinos and Filipinas buying that. So they're aware of the health benefits. Now this is one of those items that hurts the pocketbook. It's living in the Philippines. Good thing I don't eat many of these. Johnsonville Bratwurst, 324 pesos, or $6.48. I believe I found the same thing on Walmart's site for $2.98, so over a $3 difference for 6 bratwurst. So you gotta love them if you're gonna pay that much for them. And this item, Tostitos salsa con queso, is pretty close here, 180 pesos, about $3.60, versus $3.98 in the U.S. So about almost 40 cents higher in the U.S. for that product, from what I found. I bought this tent a month or so ago, and it was on special for about 70 US dollars at S&R, and haven't used it yet, but it is one of the good brands, and it was listed on Walmart, I believe, for just about exactly the same amount there. So that was good to get that deal. Liquor, wine, and beer prices are all over the place here in the Philippines. You do have local breweries, distilleries. You can get the cheaper liquors and wines, or you can pay top dollar for some of the high-end stuff. Interesting, I read an article a while back about vodka. They did a taste test with many of the different vodkas, cheaper vodkas, more expensive vodkas, with people who know their liquors, apparently. And the great majority of those experts said that they preferred the cheaper vodka. They picked those in blind tests. I think it's because you refine liquor so much that you take some of the taste out of it, perhaps. I did not buy this today, but I did want to mention Angus beef patties, 18 1/3 pound beef burgers come out of Australia. I get them at S&R. They'll last me 3 or 4 months for a pack like that. And I could not really do an apples to apples type comparison, but I did do some searching, and I found some patties, Angus beef patties on I believe it was Costco, and they ended up being about $9 a pound for those beef patties. And I believe that the Angus beef patties that you're looking at there, I generally end up paying about $4.60 a pound for those, if I did my math correctly. And they are quite good patties. It says 80-20, but I get very little grease. I'm surprised that they aren't more lean than that. Don't shrink up very much at all. Have very good taste. There are several other items that I did not do a comparison of, but I believe are usually higher here in the Philippines. Mixed nuts is one. Multivitamins from Kirkland, probably substantially more than what you'll get in the U.S. Not sure about Europe, so bring items like that. Antacid, Kirkland's brand, like Tums as well. Difficult to find, number one, and generally much more expensive than what you would pay for in the USA. Not sure about the rest of the world. And if you're wondering where all are all the vegetables and fruits, that healthy eating I talk about sometimes, that's coming up shortly. I'm going to make another trip to a public market or two and stock up on some of those types of things. And I will be bringing you some of the pricing. A lot of that stuff is seasonal pricing, goes up and down. Some of it's imported, depends upon the season in the various countries. Anyway, I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of some of the costs. This is S&R, where many of the items, just like in Landers Superstore, are imported and they're often more expensive. You can choose to purchase and eat much cheaper than what I generally do. I usually spend my eating budget. Usually, I spend about $240 in a grocery store and $50 or $60 eating out a month. So right around $300 US dollars or 15,000 pesos a month. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at, and I'll see you next time.